perfectly, and he needs your help. And sometimes he's going to feel lost and powerless, and he needs your help. And sometimes he's going to hurt you, and he needs your help. You've got a huge calling on your life, and it's difficult, but you're going to find such peace and joy and fulfillment by being his helper and letting him lead you, not because you can't do it, because God has something beautiful in store, and he's identified himself with you. James, you are called to lead your family. It's your job. And it's more than what the world normally thinks of when we think of a husband leading a family. Usually, TV and all these things tell us that a male leader is either arrogant and not listening to his wife at all, or else he's just a doormat and he gets walked all over just to make sure she won't yell at him too much. You're not called to be either of those things. You're called to be like Jesus. Ephesians 5 has some strong words for you. It says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself up for her, so he might sanctify her, having cleansed her with the washing of the word. So husbands also ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. Your job is to see Jesus and lead your family in his direction. It's not about making anybody happy or doing only what you want. It's about seeing Jesus, seeing the glory of God, and seeing that your wife and your family is carried in that direction. And you're called to sacrifice your life. You're going to have to lay down things that you never even knew were there. And it's your job to look at Jesus and see the love that he had for his people and have that same love for your wife and lay your life down for her. These are really big things. And it's going to take the rest of your life to figure out what it means. That's why we come to this moment. That's why we come here today, where you say that the things that God has promised are so big and so valuable that you want to spend the rest of your life working it out with each other. God is mercifully doing something in you for the benefit of all of us. We're all standing here around you, supporting you, loving you, and we'll remind you of this day over and over and over again. Because the awesome thing about marriage and community and family is that by God working in you, he's doing something in us. And ultimately, God is going to take your lives and he's going to draw attention to himself. So on behalf of all of us here, thank you for being a part of that process. Thank you for being a part of God giving himself glory. In you, we see Jesus who says, I will never leave you or forsake you. We see a God who calls himself bridegroom and pursues his people passionately. This is what you're committing yourself to now. And now is the time to commit yourself for the rest of your life. It's going to be crazy and it's going to be hard and it's going to be the best decision you've ever made. And even if you doubt it sometimes, we'll remind you and really reassure you, no, it's really, really the best decision you've ever made. You guys ready? Val's up. If you guys will just repeat after me, I won't go too fast. James, you first. I, James, take you, Laura, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto, I pledge thee my faith. Your turn. I, Laura, take you, James, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto
there too.
I pledge thee my faith.
Okay.
Huh.
We have some rings. We've got this cool symbol of rings that we carry around. It's infinitely valuable. It costs us something, and it's never ending, and it's pure. And you're going to give that to each other, and as a symbol, that constant reminder that you're doing something that will last your whole life, that God made and nobody can destroy. So, James, repeat after me. Take this as a symbol of my undying love. With this ring, I thee wed. Take this as a symbol of my undying love. With this ring, I thee wed. Now, you may kiss the bride.